Poddy Ali. We got Omar Grant of BMI in the building. How you doing, sir?
What's up? What's up, man? I'm good. I'm good. How are you, man?
Hey, I'm doing good. I'm just ready for this world to open back up. It's a little frustrating.
Yeah,
But
the world shut down and we're in a blizzard. So in New York, so it's kind of crazy.
I
you know.
saw that. I saw that somebody actually pulled that up for me, and I looked at that. I was like, "Oh my God, when did that happen?"
Hey, man, keeps going, man. It's all good.
That's what's up, man. We're gonna get right to it. We're gonna talk about BMI a little bit, and then I want to tap into what you do because what you do is very important. So I
Okay.
want to ask you a question. How did BMI get started?
Well, BMI. Wow. Okay, so BMI started a while ago. Like I want to say late 30s. So we've been around for 80 something years, and
Wow.
it you know it was just one of those things where they wanted to represent the creators of blues, jazz, country, and American roots music. And now, today we represent all music genres. So it started out something small, and it just kind of, grew into this big thing. And it's important, because the PROs, we are the ones that pay the songwriters, producers, and the publishers, and the composers.
Wow, you just answered my second question going in there because I was just about to ask you what is the importance of BMI. So that's dope, man. So because that's the one thing that I want to that I started this and I reached out to you guys about because a
Yeah.
lot of these artists don't have no clue, bro.
Absolutely, and let me jump in because I'm one of those people where I feel it's so important for a lot of these young songwriters, producers, and artists to really understand the business, right, and understand different places that you can get paid. If your song is performing somewhere, you are entitled to some money if you're a writer, and especially if you have a share on it. So our job is to we'll do the licensing deals with with these businesses and organizations, and then BMI will distribute the money, the fees to the songwriters, composers, and the music publishers. So it's just
Jeez.
something that everyone should know in this business. It's a little bit of a little bit of creative, and then and the rest is all business. So
That's crazy, man. That is very important. I was just talking to the young lady that introduced us about that. You got to get that check.
yeah, man. Yes, sir. That's what this is about, right? So.
Yeah. So how do artists get signed up for BMI if they're not in the major on a major label? But how did the indies or anyone else get signed up to BMI?
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, anyone could just go to BMI.com and you can sign up. It probably takes about 10 minutes. But yeah, and you can sign up as a writer. And then what you would do is you could start registering your works. You can do it on your own. That's like, you don't have to be on a label or be signed to a publisher to sign up with the PRO, especially with BMI. So you just go on, go to BMI.com. And then, if you and I created a song, just, follow the guidelines, and put the correct shares in and register the song there. It takes about, to register a song, it probably takes a couple minutes. And to register as a writer probably takes 5 minutes. I don't know, something like that. Very simple.
Man, that's extremely important. I appreciate that. That I mean, you have no idea how many artists that don't like you'll bring it up to them and they like, what is that? You know what I mean?
Man,
And
you have no idea until they realize, like, the worst thing that can happen is a song breaks, and people are giving them money here, there, or whatever, or but you're missing this lump sum of money. And I've had people come in and they had a song that was already it already charted, and we owe them thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars.
wow.
So it's one of those things where you just get in early and understand this.
Okay, just for my knowledge and a few others, like with BMI, right? Does that also give credit to like Grammy, to help get them Grammys and stuff like that?
No, not really. I mean, I think the Grammy, they have their own thing where they, how they select who gets nominated. I just think it's more about just it's great to be affiliated with different brands. I mean, and that just goes, along with it. So, they'll say this Grammy nominated producer, but that Grammy nominated producer was more than likely will be a BMI hip hop and R&B songwriter of the year or one of the
Right.
top songwriters. So, it's good to be affiliated with both, but there's no, we partner with the Grammys on certain things, but it doesn't, they have their way of how they select.
Okay, that's what's up. I want to tap into more of what you do because it's very intriguing. I read your
Okay,
bio and all that stuff. So, what do you
cool, cool.
actually do for BMI?
I mean, there's no one thing, right?
Right.
I, I, I like to. I have this thing where I rather help people than being the person that's seeking the help, right? So the main thing is this: we'll help you with the accounts. If there's something wrong with it, song registered wrong, or you're missing money, or whatever the case is, I'm that person that'll handle that, or I will connect you with the right people within the company that could fix your account. Then we have events, and I connect songwriters with producers or label. I've walked situations in where a writer was looking for a or actually a publisher was looking for a writer to sign. And this really happened. They were looking for a writer to sign, and I suggested someone, and this person was brewing. Like, this person was on the come up, but I knew that kid was talented,
Mm.
and they wound up signing a deal with that kid in like a couple of months. Like, I want to say like 2-3 months, and then a year later, the kid gets to number one. So
Oh my goodness.
on the Hot 100. So I'm one of those people where I try to help people. I cross T's and dot I's at times, and I can help and I'll help out when I can. But the relationship with someone like me is great because if you're trying to figure something out, I may be able to help you. I may know a guy. You
Right.
always want to know someone that knows a guy. So a lot of times I work a lot with with different A&Rs and labels or publishers, and I help get people's work out there if it fits what they're looking for. And it's not always the case, but sometimes it is. So that's I think that's one of the key components in terms of what I do. But there's no one thing that I'm designed to do at BMI. I feel like I'm a go getter, and I kind of help people out as they can, and that's what forming a relationship with an affiliate should be about.
Perfectly said, man. I have that same. That's what a lot of artists reach out to me and my with my management and stuff and be like, so what actually can I get out of that? I'm like, pretty much everything, brother.
Yeah, man,
Don't
absolutely. It
put
all depends
yourself
on what
in
you're
it.
willing to
Yeah,
put in. Yeah.
right. So, with that being said, who have you signed or worked with? If that's an appropriate question to ask.
Okay. I mean, all right. Where the list goes on. I mean, I've worked with a ton of people. But let's see. I signed some of the people that I brought over to BMI. I signed her, Ari Lennox, Lil TJ, Fabio Fun, Aon, AO from AO and Keys. My guy Street Runner, Christian Combs. I did the 6ix9ine deal. I've done quite a few deals. I brought some people back that were that were on the cusp of leaving, or we worked out some situations. But I mean,
Right.
pretty much a lot of the people. I've been at BMI since 2017, so everyone that's been hot from around that time, uh, I'm I've touched quite a few of them in the sense of working with them, or bringing or signing them up with BMI.
That's what's up, man. So, what do you look for in talent wise in an artist? Like when it's a person you like, you know what? I'm going to bless this young man and get him going. What do you look for?
I mean, honestly, like for me, if there's a new artist, I just gotta believe in who they are, and what they do. So if you're a songwriter, and I can just believe your lyrics because it just kind of fits, it's not like everything else, then I'll definitely tune in. If it's something that's like everything else but it's better, then clearly I'll say, okay, cool. So if you're a producer and you're making New York drill production, but it knocks differently or whatever. I look for little things like that. And then if you're a writer, I gotta believe your lyrics. I gotta
Mm,
believe that you are that person, or you're speaking from experience, maybe from a friend or whatever, and and your writing kind of tells the story. I don't want to say, like, I don't really love the copycat. I really just want to believe what it is that you're doing, you know, if
yeah.
that makes sense.
Yes,
Yeah.
that makes total sense because that's all I get is the same song over and over again. I'm
Same
literally
song, yeah. Yeah.
same person, different color.
Absolutely, and that's sometimes it's just like, all right, you're like, okay, again, and then when you hear that new thing that you feel that can work now, and it comes from a real place, then you get that, that's something that I can get excited about.
Sweet, man. So one of the last questions I want to ask is how does what advice you could give someone to get to where you at right now, cuz everybody cannot be a rapper. And that's what one thing another reason why I reached out to you, because it's so many
Okay.
different other jobs out there in the entertainment business besides
Hmm.
like being on stage and being that guy. What advice can you
Okay.
give that little girl or young boy that's coming home to an empty house, don't got no direction, but he wants to be Omar Grant?
Well, I would say first off, don't be Omar Grant. Be, the next whoever that person is. Number one. Number two, uh, I'm one of those people where I just I worked hard and I put myself in the right situations where I was able to take advantage of opportunities. So I started out at BT back in the day, and I worked my way up. I was producer on all the shows over there, including 106 in Park, and then but people started to know me as a music person, and I got in with I helped start this campaign called Music Matters, where we were breaking new artists, and
Wow.
I've always from there, I've always just really put myself in a position where I'm taking serious. Two, I'm always helping people. So you meet people along the way, and there are people that started out, that I helped out back in the day, and now they may be, the president or, SVP of a company that's willing to, that's definitely going to be willing to look out for me. So for me, it's like my affiliations are, I just want to, keep great people, great company around, and anything, if they speak my name, I just want it to be, spoken in a good way. But I also want to say this too: anybody that's starting in the business, more than anything, learn this business first.
Mm.
Like that, I think that's like one of the most, it's not a thing that you could just kind of learn in school. So sometimes you got to learn it by experience, and internships or whatever. Take it for what it is, man. I'm telling you, because you'll learn that experience, that experience on the fly is more than you'll learn in a textbook, man. So
Perfectly said, man. Like I said, it's an honor to talk to you about this stuff, man. I'll usually